All right, folks, you've reached the fourth and final advanced standing recording. This one covers how to fill out your advanced standing application. So, when you're filling out your advanced standing application, you're going to need your advisement report, and you're going to want to look at the top of your advisement report and the bottom of your advisement report. The top is going to contain your requirement term, your cumulative GPA, and of course, your name and student ID, which you probably already know. The bottom is going to have your course history with all of your grades and the names of the courses and when you took them. You do not want to use the middle of your advisement report, and here's why. Your advisement report in the center section, it's not going to include some of your courses. For instance, if you failed a course, it's not going to be in the middle of your advisement report. If you took a course more than once, not going to be there. So you want to go all the way down, scroll all the way down to the bottom page of the bottom few pages to where it says course history. So once you pull up your advisement report, then let's get started filling out that advanced standing application. All right, so this is what your advanced standing application looks like. I've already filled in some things just for the sake of time. I've got the student's name and email address and student ID number. The first blank we got to fill in here is cumulative GPA. So we're going to go over to the advisement report. We're going to look where it says actual GPA, the very first one, undergraduate GPA. It says 3.15. So we're just going to go over here. We're going to type it in. There we go. 2 boxes filled in already. Over here, we've got advanced standing effective term and date submitted. So right here with the term, you're going to pick whatever term you're applying for advanced standing. Okay, so in this case, we're going to do spring, and the year is 2023 when I'm making this recording. So we're just adding the year next to the term that you're going to be submitting your advanced standing application. You're also going to submit the date that you are going to be turning in your advanced standing application. And that's going to be the date that you have set up an appointment with your advisor. So if you don't have an appointment set up yet, hop on over to Trellis right now, set up that appointment, make sure that's all done, and then come back and put the date. Let's say that the date is February 14th that Byron is meeting with his advisor to get this advanced standing thing figured out. All right, so now we've got our advanced standing effective term. We've got our date submitted. Next thing to deal with is deficiencies. Byron has 2 deficiencies. He withdrew from Physics 241, so he's got to retake that. And he also needs to take Math 223. So we recommend that if you have any deficiencies, you get them done as soon as possible. For instance, over the summer. So Byron's going to take one of his deficiencies in the summer. So let's put summer 23. We're going to put Physics 241, and it's 4 units. All right, and then he's talked with his advisor, and he's got an internship this summer. He just doesn't think that he's going to be able to handle more than one class over the summer. So he's going to take his other deficiency in the fall. So we got Math 223. That's also 4 units. And that's going to be fall 2023. Okay, you can also write, if you don't have Engineering 102 completed, then write it in this spot, complete before graduation. Remember that if you don't take it as a freshman, you can take a substitute course later on, but you do need to have that those 3 credits made up for. Byron has taken Engineering 102, so we're not going to fill that in. We could also fill in the Gen Eds to complete. This is a reminder of what Gen Eds you still need to have done, so you can also write in your Gen Eds right there. Okay, I am not Byron Hempel, so I'm not going to do the student signature. The last 2 things before we get into these grade calculations is where it says catalog and catalog change requested. Now, the vast majority of you are not going to have to worry about this one, catalog change requested. This is just if you want to have a different catalog, you want to apply to do a different catalog because different years have different major requirements, then you could write a year in there. But you're mostly just going to have to fill out this one here. So the catalog for Byron is going to be fall 2021. So that's what I'm going to write into here. And again, this matters because graduation requirements can sometimes change from year to year. So that's the first part. The second part is where we input all of the grades and when you took these courses, and then it's going to calculate your advanced standing GPA. All right, for this part, I got 2 windows going on since I'm going to be using Byron's course history from the bottom of his advisement report, and I've got to input those grades into his advanced standing application. I thought it would be just easier to show you if I've got both of them on my screen. So you are going to be taking all of these grades that you have, and you're going to be putting them into the advanced standing application. You're also going to be putting in what semester you took that course. I've already put the semesters in just for the sake of time. And we're going to start actually at the bottom here because I want to do some straightforward courses. I want to show you how most of your grades are going to be inputted into this application. So Byron's Chi grades are pretty straightforward. So that's why I'm going to start with them. You can see I've already put the semester that he took the courses. Now I just need to look in the course history to find out what the grades are. All right. So let's see, we got Chi 201. Looks like Byron got a B, and Chi 205, Byron got a D. So let's start with those. So I got B and I got a D. For Chi 202, he got an A, and for Chi 203, he got an A. So you can also just, input. You don't have to do the drop-down menu. Either one's fine. All right. The next thing that you got to do is you need to put in the number of units. Now you can look on your course history, it's got the number of units, but we also put a little cheater thing over here. See, the units are right there. So you just have to take that number and put it over here. 3, 4, 3, 3. Okay, so now you can see just with these 4 grades inputted, we've already got the advanced standing GPA calculator. It's starting to do a calculation. It's got 3.077, and it also shows up at the top of your advisement report in this little box here. This isn't going to be the official number until we've got all of these courses entered in. Now, there are 2 courses that we're not going to enter in right now because they're deficiencies. There's going to be Physics 241, that's going to be a deficiency, and Math 223. If you want to, feel free to just write deficiency in there, as a reminder that that's going to need to be filled in later. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay, so let's go right back up to the top here. Let's start entering in these other grades. And I've tried to put in every possible scenario. So this advanced standing application is actually probably going to be more complicated than your own advanced standing application. But I want to have all the scenarios in there. So we're going back to English 101 and 102. So up here at the top of the course history, looks like for his English 101, he got an advanced placement test. He passed. He got a transfer credit for that. And for English 102, that was transferred. Let's say Byron went to Pima Community College. He took English 102 over there. And this one says TA. Sometimes the transfer grades will include the letter grade as well. So we're not going to do anything over here with those transfer grades. We're not going to put, see, it says UA grade. It's not a UA grade. We're not going to put in the units. We're just going to put the grade, or at least the letter T, over here. So for English 101, just says T. And then for English 102, we can put TA. And that's all you do for the transfer grades. Remember, your transfer credits, you need to have these courses. We need to know that you took them, but they are not used to calculate your advanced standing grade point average. Okay, let's see. Next one, we're not going to do English 109H. We didn't take that one. You're not going to have all of these blanks filled in. You're just going to have the courses that you took, and leave the ones that you didn't take. Just leave them blank. Math 122A and B, taken fall 2020. Let's see, Math 122A, the grade was a B. Math 122B, the grade was a C. Okay, so we got a B and a C. B, C, and then we need to put the units in. They're going to be 1 unit and 4 units. Okay, now this is probably the trickiest thing that you'll come across, although not many people have to deal with this. Byron, he took Math 129 in the spring of 2021. He got a D, so he decided that in the fall that he was going to retake it. He retook it. Good job. He got an A, but he forgot to GRO it. Yeah, if it's not a GRO, if you took a course more than once and you did not GRO it, you have to include both grades. So this is the trickiest part because you're going to be adding a row to the spreadsheet. All right, so I inserted a row. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this line right from where it says math to total points. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it. Okay, now he took it also in the fall. So we're going to change that. In the spring, he got a D. In the fall, he got an A. And we want to make sure to put the total number of units there. There we go. So both of them are now included on the calculator. If this part makes you feel uncomfortable, it's okay. Just let us know that you're not sure if you did it right or not, and we'll double and triple check it for you. Okay. All right. Math 223 is a deficiency, so we're going to leave that one blank. Let's check out Math 254. Looks like Byron got an A in that one. All right. So let's put the A in there. Let's put the units in there. Now we're moving on. We're moving to Engineering 102. Took it in spring of 2021. Got an A. So let's put that A in there. 3 units. Okay, now we're moving on to Chem 151. Chem 151 is a transfer grade. So we don't fill out any of the stuff over here. We just put the letter T over there. We're done with that one. Chem 152. So Chem 152, Byron took in the fall of 2020 and he failed it. Ooh. Fortunately, he remembered to GRO it. When he took it in the spring of 2021, he got a B. If you GRO'd a class, you don't have to include the first attempt. Yeah. So for this one, we're just going to put the B grade in there for Chem 152. B grade. We got the units. See right there. It says Chem 152 is 4 units. Okay, that one's done. We're almost done. We got the rest of our chems. Let's see. Chem 241. 241A was a C and 243A was an A. C, A, number of units. Okay, that one's done. Chem 241B. Got a B on that one. And that one's 3 units. Okay, the last grade we need to enter is Physics 141. There it is. Okay, this one was a transfer grade. See, it says TB, so we're not going to put a grade over here. We're going to put it over here. It's not going to be included in the calculation for advanced standing GPA. Physics 241, it's technically here on the course history, but Byron withdrew from it. So it's not going to be included. He's going to have to retake it. He's taking it over the summer as a deficiency. So we already put deficiency there. Hey, I'm interrupting past Lauren because there's something we forgot to include in the original video that we created. You see, most of you guys are going to be applying for advanced standing in the middle of a semester, most commonly the spring semester of your sophomore year. That means there's going to be some of these classes on your advanced standing application that you have not completed yet. And I didn't tell you what to do with those classes. So let's do this little interruption where I show you what to do with those classes that you haven't completed yet. So this person's advanced standing application, they've got some transfer grades, they've got some regular grades, and they're taking several classes in the spring of 2023 that they haven't finished yet. They're applying in the middle of the spring semester, as I said. So we've got the second OChem, we've got Physics 241, we got 2 Chi classes, and they haven't finished those classes yet. Now, you might be tempted to put a guess of what your grade might be. You might be tempted to add the units there, even though you haven't completed the class. You don't need to do any of that. The only thing that you need to do is put the semester in which you are currently taking those courses. All right. I especially want to point out that you should not put the units in there yet for these courses because it's going to affect your advanced standing GPA. It's going to act as if you had failed those courses, which you don't want. So for instance, this person's advanced standing GPA is currently 3.250. Let's say that I put the units in there, even though I haven't gotten a grade yet. 4 units, 3 units, 4 units, and 3 units. Look what happened to the advanced standing GPA there. Went all the way down to 1.912. Again, that's because these courses now, the spreadsheet is assuming that you failed those courses. So let me delete those. There we go. It's back up to the 3.250. So to avoid getting an incorrect advanced standing GPA, for the courses that you are currently taking, all you need to do is put the semester that you're taking them in. All right, that's it. Back to you, Lauren, in the past. So we've got this all filled out. We're ready to meet with our advisor. It looks like our advanced standing GPA is 2.951. Does Byron qualify for advanced standing? He does, because he's got above a 2.3 advanced standing GPA and he's got 2 or less deficiencies. So his advanced standing application will likely be approved. So that's the process. Now this application is all filled out. Next thing is to meet with your advisor. Your advisor is going to look it over with you. Then they're going to submit it to the College of Engineering. Then you might have to wait a couple days, couple weeks. Then it's going to get approved and you can finally sign up for your junior and senior level classes. Thanks for watching these videos. Of course, if you have any questions, please email us. We would love to help you out.